Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, TikTok? What's going on, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook? I hope everybody is doing well. Like these past few days, I'm still trying to find the words to say, literally. Because I have not had any words to say. I honestly thought that losing a child and having to deal with that for the last going on 6 years, that I would be strong enough to handle the first year anniversary of my second son passing. And I was not prepared. I don't even think you can get prepared. And I'm going to talk about it on tonight because people need to know. That's for one. People have loved ones that are grieving. And you need to know how to handle them in their time of grief. Because this is not easy. It's just so not easy. And I want to first say thank you to those who have given me the space and the opportunity to just grieve. You haven't bugged me. You haven't harassed me. Thank you. I did not think that I didn't think I was going to make it. I didn't think I was going to make it. Like, when you talk about walking through the valley of the shadow of death, that means something to me on another level, for real. And people will jump on this broadcast and jump off, but I'm going to tell you right here and I'm going to tell you right now that death does not discriminate. It don't got to be your child. It can be your nephew next. It can be your niece next. It can be your granddaughter. It can be your grandson. It could be your niece. It could be your child, your son, your daughter. And if more people took the time to just really sit down and tell people what it's really like, tell the young people what it's really like, then I think maybe we can save, even if it's one. For the last year, I've just been like busy plowing through, going forward, trying with all my might to be strong. I got other children. I gotta live for them. And the most hardest thing that you can do, honestly, the hardest thing that you can do is to keep living when something is dead on the inside of you. And I will explain. When a mother carries a child, and I want the men to hear me, when you impart your seed into the womb, the incubator, the nurturer of that seed that's going to bring forth life. Can you imagine that our bodies are so powerful that we can grow human beings in them? It's flesh of your flesh and it's bone of your bone. You know when that baby is moving, you know when that baby heart is beating, you know the activity of the baby, you know when the baby is sleeping. And then when you have that child, you in a battle, you in a war to live. Your body is in so much pain. The pain tolerance, the pain level by itself could kill you because it's a pain that you cannot even describe just to give birth to the child. And then when the child is born, you vow with your life. You're looking at yourself. And I don't care what kind of background you and your parents had, you just know when you look at what you created, I'm going to be better. You could have the greatest parents in the world and you still going to strive. I want to give my kid everything. I want to be everything for my kid. I want my kids to have the best. I want them to have more, do more, go further than I did. I tell all my kids, don't be like me, be better than me. And my job is to help you get there. And then, not one, but two don't even get to grow and have their own families. You mean everything. I mean, it's a job you don't get a paycheck for. When they sick, you the physician. And when you can't be the physician, then you take them to somebody that you would trust with your child to help your child get better. You will lose sleep for your child. You will sacrifice. You will do things you never ever imagined doing for your child. By all means necessary. It's instinctive. It's instinctive. You will do all things necessary for your child. You think women be out there just selling their bodies for no reason? Nah, bro. They got kids. They are willing to degrade themselves to make sure that their child is taken care of. They will take risk with their life. They will steal. They will do anything for their children. And then you put them in a school. You trust the teachers. You trust the people that is supposed to give them an education. You trust the doctors that see them. You willing to do whatever for your child. Only for the doctors to give them something that would kill them. And that's hard. Because I don't get no justice in this life for those who did that to my baby. I can march till my feet fall off. I can go to the White House. I can lay on the ground. I can lay in the grass. I can starve myself. Still wouldn't move nothing. And my son's not the only one. And you say, okay, because I know I'm not going to get justice in that way. I'll get justice to open up my mouth and share with somebody else. And instead of being selfish, I will be selfless. In hopes that one life, one child can be preserved. That's the justice. That in the name of my son, I get to allow somebody else's son or daughter to live. So I'll open up my mouth and I'll spread the message. And I do that. Y'all just let me talk tonight, okay? Let me tell my story. If you praying, prayers are greatly appreciated. I love God. I can't get through this without him. But right now, all I need to do is talk. I'm not looking for no sympathy. I'm not looking for nobody to be super deep. I need you to understand that every year it's another death. And this pain don't ever go away, bro. It will allow you some good days. It will allow you some weeks. It will allow you some months. But you are brought right back. And it's a cross that I gotta bear. I got to bear this cross for whatever reason. I got to bear this cross. And it's not a one-time thing. I gotta make a decision every day to pick up my cross and walk with it. I don't want no super deep stuff tonight, respectfully. I don't want nobody trying to tell me that this gonna be okay, because it's not ever going to be okay. When it becomes okay, it's a problem. When this becomes okay, it's a problem. This will never be okay. They did not just take my son. What about all the generations in his loins? What about his legacy? What about his children? This will never be okay. And this ain't your walk. Okay? It ain't your walk. So you never understand. And even if you in a similar situation and you done lost yours, that's yours. The pain still ain't the same. We may share similar paths, but when your love is deep, boy, that pain is deeper in real life, because people don't know the sacrifices that I made for mine. You only know what I tell you, but you don't know the sufferings and the sacrifices that was made to take care of my children, to not be another statistic, to not be another black mama who loses her kids to the system, who has many kids with multiple baby daddies. No, you do not know the depths of the sacrifices. I went without new underwear for years to make sure that my kids had clothes. You will never understand. When I said yes, the Most High, I didn't say yes just for me. You want to break this curse in my family? You can use me. And you using me, all I ask, I done been raped enough so that they don't get raped. I done been molested enough so that minds don't get molested. I done been poor enough so that mine don't be poor. Every curse on my bloodline, I say yes. With this one stipulation: protect my kids. Let not evil come upon them. When I tell you I gave up clubbing, sacrifices, it's not fake, oh mine, it's real. And I don't profess to be perfect, but I tell you one thing, I do not sin willfully. Things that I have wanted to do as a young woman, I put that on hold to make sure that my kids would not have to endure none of what I had to endure. Only for the enemy to come in and snuff one out. On April the 18th, 2018. Let me tell y'all something. I raised this baby for 15 years. On Thursday, it will make 6 years he's been gone from the earth. And the only thing that I can remember is not his birth, how much he weighed, when I took him to the zoo, when I walked him to school. I can't remember that. What I see is the last image of what that baby looked like with no life in him and the look on his face. That trumps everything. You could never imagine looking into something you gave life to that no longer has life and still be sane. Never. So, as if that was not enough, you wake up one morning, everything is normal. The afternoon, everything is still normal. And if you see me shaking, I'm shaking because my body is in that much pain. Literally. To even talk about it is painful. But that's the worst of the worst. And you still stand tall. You think prisoners come back from war having PSTD for no reason? They didn't see things no human mind should see. That's why they have post-traumatic, something traumatic happened. And their psyche can't handle the trauma. Afternoon is fine. And then it's just, we're sorry to tell you your son didn't make it. And your whole life where you standing up is turned upside down. And the life that you used to live is no longer the life that you will continue to live. Everything is different. You have to learn to live your life after death. Because this child that is flesh of your flesh and bone of your bone, the child that if you put your child in a room with 1,000 other children and they cry, you know your child distinctively. This child is no longer in the earth. Just like that. This not a okay, your child's going off to the military. This is not a okay, your child is going to be away for a couple of months. This is a forever in this lifetime. I won't see you. And if you didn't live your life accordingly, I probably won't see you ever. And that's it. And you got to learn how to live your life. Because there's two deaths that happen. It's the death of when they no longer exist in the earth. They lose the ruach, the breath. And then the second death is the burial. That seals the deal. Can you imagine watching somebody throw dirt? Put dirt over what you gave life to. And we're not even talking about the mind trauma that maggots and ants and every manner of bugs will be crawling through your son's flesh under that dirt. And then 5 years later, your firstborn child, your firstborn male child, shall I say, is murdered by fentanyl. Do you know what kind of pain that is to have both of your children murdered by medication, whether prescribed or sold or given, or tried or tested? 5 years. Nine days before the 5th year. They die in the same month, 9 days apart. So now I got one deceased on the 9th. And then I'm forced to re-grieve again for the other one on the 18th. Can you imagine? I only had 3 sons. I only had 3. And 2 of them is dead. 9 days apart from each other. Both murdered by medication. You cannot even fathom what I'm dealing with. Matter of fact, don't try. Don't try. So no, I ain't been on no social media. I haven't wanted to talk on the phone. I haven't answered no text messages. I have not emailed. You want to know why? Because I'm trying to live. Do you hear me? I'm trying to live every day. Every day. I'm trying to live. And as if that ain't bad enough, I got children that are so damn broken and I can't help them. Oh, you never understand. It's more than me. It's sisters and brothers that would have to live the rest of their lives without the sibling they grew up with too. And me as the matriarch, the one who, and you can't even compare pain because their pain is different from my pain. But I'm trying to bear this. I'm hanging on to the hem of his garment. But when they can't bear it because they don't understand it, then they come to me. And it's not all together. It's one by one. And then I got little children here that totally does not understand. I lost my one brother and I waited 5 years for my big brother, only to spend 1 month and 3 weeks with him before he was gone forever. And trying to find comfort in food and in sports because he don't know how to process this. He ain't never had to see his mama cry as much as he has had to see his mama cry. And then I gotta hold it in because that will affect his mental. That's a young man in the making. That alone is traumatizing. As grown as I am, I don't want to see my mama cry. See my mama with no ability to, it's so heavy that you can't even get up some days. I can't hear no noise. I've never been this affected in my life. Hearing noise hurts. Talking hurts. And then I gotta flick through pictures. I gotta try to find voice recordings, videos to just hear their voice. What did they sound like? What did they look like? I gotta smell their clothes to remember what they smelled like. I gotta hold my family up. Older children and younger children. I still gotta fight for justice for them. Because there ain't no way that you gonna put me in this much pain and it's not gonna be purposeful. There's no way. That I'm gonna be put in this much pain and it not be purposeful. That I'm just gonna sit back and let you kill my kid. And I do nothing. Never. I'm their voice. Now, they don't have one. They don't have one. So I got to tell their story so that I let another young person know this could be you. And this is what my sons would want me to tell to you. Don't do it. I can't say that about my first boy that passed away. The schools gave him this. The schools referred him. The doctors gave him this. So all I can do is tell the parents, if these is the side effects, you start seeing these things happen, you need to make sure you get an EKG. You need to get them off. And if you get them off too fast, you can kill them. It's so much. And then I got to deal with the police. That's a whole nother warfare. The way y'all discarded and just treated my son is unacceptable. I got to relive what happened to tell their story. And as if that ain't bad enough, I gotta go research this stuff. I gotta go read about this stuff. I gotta hear other stories of other parents that are bleeding. And plain and simple, I want y'all to understand something. Don't be reaching out to me in this time. Period. Put some respect up on my grief. This is not her son died on the 9th. On the 10th, I'm going to hit her up. Her son died on the 18th. On the 19th, I'm going to hit her up. No. We started mourning in March, one by one, because their blood is crying out from the ground. And as long as their blood is crying out from the ground, there will be no peace. Their blood is crying out from the ground. It's screaming. They were murdered by medication. Their blood is screaming out from the ground. It's not an easy task. And I want people to understand that. I'm in so much pain, I don't feel like talking to you. It took me this many days to turn on the camera. In my classes, if I shot at a cop, I'll be gone also. I'm just gonna simply say this because you don't know what the hell you're talking about, okay? I'm not even gonna entertain you. But before I send you packing, Satan the Lord rebukes you. And you keep on turning up for the devil, you're gonna be his barbecue. Period. Just know that. Stubby stump. Didn't have the nerve to follow me. No. I'm taking some time this time to fix me. Because all my life, I've been helping people fix them. After my baby died, I still came serving because that gives you a sense of peace that you helping somebody. Because you couldn't help your own. You couldn't help your own. But this time, I'm taking some time to heal. I've never been in this much pain. And I need God to show me what to do with this pain healthily. I don't want to just go be so busy that I never take the time to heal. Trying to serve everybody else and then I forsake myself. I'm not doing that no more. I need to be healthy. I need to be strong. I need to be clothed in my right mind so I can fight, I can lead, I can build, I can do whatever that I need to do. I'm learning how to live life after death. And it's not easy. And you can never understand. And people swear they can. Well, I lost my mama. That's your mama. It's totally different. Well, I had a miscarriage. I'm sorry for your loss, but it doesn't even compare. It doesn't diminish your loss. I'm just letting you know. Before I was a married mama, I was a single mama. I'm not asking for no feedback tonight. I'm letting it be known because everybody has tried to put caps on my grief. Oh, woman of God, God got you. I know that. I didn't say he didn't. I'm a human being. And I'm in a lot of pain, and pain that you can't even fathom. You can't give advice unless you didn't walk this walk. That makes you a false witness. You can't tell somebody it's going to be all right if you ain't never walked this walk. And you don't know if you all right. And then there's some that have walked this walk and they all right. And then there's some who walk this walk and they never recover. Each man has to take up his own cross. And to whom much is given, much is required. And that's heavy. Let me grieve without your interference. And if you can't, then you go do whatever it is that you need to do. Respectfully. What I'm going to do is I am intentional to live, to stay in the land of the living as long as the Most High have me here. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't easy. And I'm not a person that want to harm myself. I love life. And I'm grateful for what he has purposed me in this earth to do. But I'm going to tell you right now, this pain ain't no joke. And it's so painful, it could take you out. It's no joke. I didn't think I was going to make it this week. As strong as I am, I birthed 9 children in the earth with no pain medication. I think that's strong. And like you got a high tolerance. I can have a C-section, then had 3 of them cut open from hip to hip and still up, cleaning up, doing what. I got a very high tolerance for pain, but this right here, no. This that pain that make you lay face down. And can't nobody humanly wise help you. You can't get no medication for this. You can't get no stitches for this. You can't get no numbing medication, no nothing. You can't get nothing. This is your reality. And everybody don't bounce back from this. And I'm not just speaking on behalf of me tonight. I'm speaking on behalf of those that could even be in your family that are grieving. You don't understand their grief. And that's because it's not yours. You cannot tell somebody when they should be fine and when they should be back to work and come on, and you got other children that need you. That's the dumbest thing. And I know people mean well, but that's the dumbest thing you can say to somebody that's grieving. And another dumb thing that you can do is leave them abandoned in their grief by themselves. To not even pick up the phone and call and check on them. You feel what I'm saying? To just leave a message, even if you don't get an answer. To just say, you're not in this by yourself. You never understand the mental, because the battle ain't nowhere else. Yeah, to be absent in this body is one thing. You miss their presence. But the mental is the worst. The mental battle. What I could have done better. What did they look like? What did they smell like? What happened when they was taking their last breath? I wonder, was they looking for me? I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I'm not going to lie, I only have two enemies. One is Satan, and then one is in the human flesh, and that is my son's auntie, who was so evil. And her anger said that she would go dig up my dead son. As much as I love God. And as painful as that was, and as mad as that made me, I still wouldn't wish this pain on her. I wouldn't wish this pain on nobody. I wouldn't wish this pain on nobody. And let me tell y'all something. There have been over 300,000 deaths of young people between the ages of 18. They're getting younger and younger. 12, 11 years old. And I'm fighting for them. And I need to be able to be healthy in my mind, body, and spirit to fight for them. If don't nobody else want to fight for them, they need to know. They need to know. Because it's killing them. It's killing them. At least they know. They say time heal all wounds. It don't. That's why you can't do a one size fit all. In a couple of days, I will be left to say, it's been 6 years since the last time I touched my child's face, that I felt his skin, that I heard him call me mama. That's so painful. When his birthday's supposed to be, he's supposed to turn another year this year. This the day he died. This the day we buried him. My firstborn son died on Easter of last year. And I don't celebrate Easter. But that's a time and season when a lot of people are mentioning the resurrection of Jesus. And they with their families and they look beautiful. And you're reminded that on that day, your son was left in a back room to die by himself. And people who he thought he loved, and they loved him, let this baby die by himself. After giving him something that killed him in 3 to 5 minutes, is all they got. That his chest got something called the wooden chest. All his muscles locked up in his chest. Can you imagine? And he's not able to take a breath. It's like be suffocated to death by yourself. And then after you dead, they decide to take your shoes off your feet and your jewelry off your neck. And you got a confession on tape from the person who gave your son the fentanyl. And the police could care less. Don't even care to do an investigation. They've written off like drug addicts. This boy had had a car accident and split his back open 3 days prior and just wanted something to go to sleep. Kneecap busted, so laying on his stomach was painful. Back split open in the middle, the most tenderest part of your body. Split open. So laying on your back is difficult. And you ask the person that you love for something for pain. And you die 3 to 5 minutes later. I have no words. So you don't have no justice there either. You got the medical pharmacists that it took one, and then you got these other folks allowing this stuff to come in by the droves and poison our kids. And now when our children is dealing with emotional, mental health, pain, they can get something that will kill them. Somebody's son was killed by a fentanyl-laced vape pen. A vape pen. A woman's father and uncle was murdered by fentanyl put in a marijuana. Please don't think that it can't be you. I thought that too. And here I am. It's not business for me as normal. It's you know how people live day to day? Nah. It's minute to minute. Second by second. If I get through the day, Father, I thank you for carrying me, Because right now I can't walk. And I need you more than ever in my whole spirit, my whole soul. It's just in pain. It's just in pain. And then I get a breather in between only for this Thursday. I got to mourn the death, not the life, not the birthday party, not the prom, not the graduation from high school, not the congratulations on your new career, not attend your wedding, not congratulations on your newborn. The day you stop existing. Can't even imagine. I wanted to share that, and the reason why I wanted to share it, I hate when TikTok come over here with this dumb stuff. They be like, your video is not suitable for children. That's why so many children is dying. You rather let them look at some woman twerking with her whole privacy print out and expose these kids to porn. Oh, it's not age restricted when these Hollywood actors called rappers get on there and tell your kids Percocets, yeah, Molly Percocets. When they rap about lean, when they rap about Xannies, when they rap about Adderall, when they rap about popping pills, that ain't live restricted. Because that's where the kids is thinking it's cool to go take a pill. You would never know unless something tragic happened to your child. How many children have tried to experiment with a Xanny, with a Percocet, with a narco? It's in everything. And all it takes is one grain of salt. This is why I need to strengthen myself so I can tell these babies and their parents, real, raw, and uncut. This is what fentanyl is doing to people. And I want you to be careful. And don't allow nobody to tell you, try this, take this. I don't care if you're in pain. Go to, it's kind of cliche to me. I would never tell somebody not to go to the hospital. But you can't trust them either. You can't trust people practicing medicine. They might got some education, but they still practicing medicine. I'm a medical assistant and I still don't know what I need to know. I got information. And I have had practice drawing blood, giving injections, but I can still stick a needle in you and bust a blood vessel. I can still stick a needle in you and fish and can't find your vein because I'm just practicing. I'm going to go ahead and end the live. If you see videos They pre-recorded, okay? I knew that this moment was coming, so I recorded a whole bunch of content. How you know I'm on live is if I'm going to say, hello TikTok, hello Facebook, because you can't pre-record over it. I mean, hello TikTok, hello Instagram, because you can't pre-record over there. But I wanted to let everybody know. This is what living life after death is all about. And your business nor your service trumps me living. Not today, not never. If you reached out in any aspect, I will reach out back to you just as soon as I can. And remember that I'm trying to stay alive over here. Less is better. If I said I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I said I'm going to help you, I'm going to help you. Whatever I said. But be respectful enough to know I'm trying to get through. And this is not easy. This is not easy. One was enough. Two is too many. And no, it's not like, well, I got two that I lost, so my stuff is more. No, I know women who done lost their whole entire family and their spouse, their children and their spouse. I didn't heard of mothers who lost their husband and their children to a fiery crash, a drunk driver, a fire in the house. And honestly, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. And my heart goes out to them. I know mothers and fathers who have their children taken through gun violence. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's so many people out here hurting. Be respectful, be kind, be patient. You ever come to me and I'm irritated, it's because I'm in pain. And that ain't no excuse. I just think that I need to teach people how to handle me in my grief. It's not intentional. I'm in pain. And then you got the burden to carry, especially as a business owner. And if you don't pick yourself up and at least try, your whole business could go down. The enemy tried to attack your whole family. Your whole family. My husband is affected by this. My children are affected by this. My grandchildren are affected by this. My relatives, my family, they're affected by this. So, if ain't nobody else told y'all they love you, Dr. Tawana loves you. When I show up, it's from a place of love. And when I show up, I'm usually strong. So strong that I encourage you. I'm just asking that you respect my grief so I don't have to go off on you. And just being 100%. If I go off on you, it's because you violated the boundaries that I put in place. Okay? And I don't want to. That's why I don't come on social media when I'm in this much pain. You can be the gentlest soul and say something that I take offensive. And it may not even be the way that you meant it. But when you're in pain, anybody and everybody can get it. Literally. That's not in fake, that's in for real. And in closing, I don't have a big family. I don't even have friends that is going through this with me. No family, no friends that's going through this with me. Me, my husband, my children, and the Most High God. That's it. I don't have family or friends. Hey, how you doing? Do y'all need to eat? Did you eat today? Can I pay a bill? Could I help you? I know things are rough. You probably don't feel like getting up. Nothing. And that makes it really unbearable when you don't have nobody. So we trying to get through this the best way that we can. And I'm just saying, respect that. If I need to get with y'all, I will get with y'all as soon as I can. All right? That's all I'm saying. I know for sure that I'm going to come back better and stronger. But I'm not a fool, and I'm wise enough to know that this is a battle that I can't win by myself. I throw up the white flag of surrender and say, God, you got to do it. And you got to help me. And I'm going to allow you to help me. So with that being said, y'all have a good night. If you can get a prayer up, pray for my family as we get ready to go through round 2. It's coming Thursday. And I'll see y'all as soon as I can. Good night, y'all.